Hi, my name is Colin Conway, and I'm here to talk to you about lucid dreaming. I first set out to find a picture that best describes lucid dreaming, and this is the best picture I found. It's obviously photoshopped, but it is the best representation because in a lucid dream, you are able to think of a door and open the door and think about where you want to go and step through the door and you're there. Lucid dreaming is defined as a dream in which you know you're dreaming, and this occurs when something strange happens in your dream and you stop and question your reality. And when you stop and question your reality, you have this sudden realization that you're in a dream. And this realization occurs most of the time naturally with people, but with a lot of practice, you can experience lucid dreaming whenever you want. The definition of lucid dreaming is very simple, but there are a lot of misconceptions. I have listed two of the main misconceptions, and the first is you're only lucid when you control your dream. So you can have a little, you can have a lot. Just if you have control, you're lucid. But many people have control of their dreams, and they're not lucid because your dream state addresses it as like a godlike superpower or something. So you don't recognize it as control. The second is that lucid dreaming is dark or unnatural, and like I said before, lucid dreaming is completely natural, so if you want it to be spiritual, you can make it, but it doesn't have to be. In lucid dreaming, you have to be able to spot the difference between real life and your dream state, so you have to implement reality checks in your life, and you have to continuously do them. And once they become natural, you'll start performing them in your dream. And once you start performing in your dream, you'll be able to come lucid. So I want everybody to stop and think, how do you know you're awake right now? And a lot of you might be thinking, because I am, because I can see, because I can feel, or just because I'm aware. But that all happens in your dream state too. So you're not able to just think, oh, I'm dreaming. You have to perform a reality check. So the top 10 reality checks, the top 10 used reality checks are up there. The top being breathing, so you cover your mouth and your nose and you try to breathe. And if air fills your lungs, you're dreaming. Or looking at your watch. If you look at your watch and time is going backwards, or you can't read it because there's weird symbols, you're dreaming. Just very subtle things you can do in your life that allow you to continuously check. There are two main stages of sleep, NREM and REM. NREM is non-rapid eye movement, and REM is rapid eye movement. There are three stages of NREM, and the first being N1, and that is the feeling of falling asleep. So you're drifting off, and you're slowly getting to that point where you quote-unquote fall asleep. And N2 is that total loss of consciousness where everybody says you fall asleep. And then N3 is from N2 to N3, you're slipping deeper and deeper into sleep. And when you hit N3, it's the deepest and it's the most restorative sleep. But the most important stage of sleep is REM because that's where your dreams occur. And the first time you experience an REM sleep cycle it occurs about 2 minutes, but as you sleep, you keep going through your sleep cycles, so it gets longer and longer and longer. So right before you wake up, your REM could be 15 to 20 minutes. Sleep paralysis is a big turnoff for people who want to lucidly dream because it is very scary. As you sleep, your body goes into a state of atonia, which is paralysis, so you can't act out your dreams while you're sleeping. So it's a very good thing. But you can sometimes become conscious while your body is still paralyzed, and you hear noises, or you see shadows, or basically whatever your subconscious wants you to see, you'll see it, and it's very scary. There's two main techniques of lucid dreaming, and the one I've really been explaining is mild. That's a memory-induced lucid dream. It's where you put the idea in your mind that you want to lucid dream, and you just keep thinking about it, and you keep thinking about it, and when you fall asleep, you perform your reality check, and you start to lucid dream. But the second is wild, and that's a meditative technique, so you have to keep practicing meditation, and when you finally get meditation down, you go into a separate state of awareness where you fall asleep and you're automatically lucidly dreaming, so you don't have to perform a reality check. There's a lot of skepticism with lucid dreaming, and Dr. Patrick says that you have to ask the person while they're dreaming to actually know if they're lucid dreaming. And he goes on to say that, I dreamt that I realized I was dreaming, dreamt that I was affecting the course of my dream, and dreamt that I woke myself up by telling myself to wake up. So he's saying that it was just all a dream, and you don't really have actually control. So why I'm talking about this? I think it's the most interesting thing that I've ever done, and I've been skydiving. I learned about lucid dreaming while talking to some of my friends freshman year and started researching it the next day. I feel lucid dreaming is the coolest thing in the world, and I hope to further my studies in it. Thank you.